Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but a variety of other categories as well, including books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, particularly subscription boxes, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, if not twice. Whenever I announce giveaways, there's always a giveaway going on because you could always find a secret password in one of my videos, which you'll enter in the Google form linked for you in the description box below. That's also where you'll find all of the rules. And of course, if you have that notification bell turned on, you'll also be reminded whenever I go live. Now, I am planning on going live on Sunday, May 15th at 5 p.m. Pacific, so hopefully I will see some of you there. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today, I have a fantastic book subscription to share with you that I've been opening here on the channel for probably a couple of years now, if you can believe it, and this has been sent to me for review. It is the amazing Authentic Books, which really is a book subscription, but also a lifestyle subscription. And I say it every time, but let me say it again. I love this subscription because it is so customizable. So every month you get to select one of 3 highly anticipated novels. There's always a variety of genres, so you're never gonna have to choose one of 3 romances or one of 3 thrillers. There's always something to suit your taste for that month, which is always great because sometimes I like to jump around between the different genres that I enjoy. I love a good historical fiction as much as I love a good thriller. And there are 3 different subscription tiers. There are the mini, full, and premium experiences at $39, $49, and $59 plus shipping. And then of course you can always go back and forth between those different tiers depending on your budget for the month. There's the opportunity to add on the books that were offered that month as well as some of the items that were offered that month. So you can always really make sure that you're going to get a box that is going to delight you and that really is an experience because all of the items that go along with the novel are inspired by the novel. So it really does enrich that reading experience when you find the time to actually read, which is usually like the problem with me in this particular subscription. I have so many of these books that are on my TBR pile, but I'm ready to dive in. And sometimes I get to some of the items in the box before I get to the books, which I think is still okay. So I do have a coupon code for you. It's just Noelle10. That will save you 10%. As always, all of that information will be there for you in the description box below. And as always, if you are inspired to subscribe to this box or any others, let me know in the comments below. I'm always happy to find out when you have found a box that kind of suits your needs or suits your tastes. It's always makes me a little bit happier knowing that you might have found it here on my channel. So let's go ahead and get into this box that again was sent to me for review. Thank you so much to the lovely Natisha, who does such an amazing job every single month, basically curating 3 different boxes that come in 3 different sizes. Again, I'm always floored by the work and the detail that she puts into it. So this is the April box. They do tend to ship towards the end of the month. Sometimes you get it in the first week of the following month. So this is volume 47. And I think I actually might have chosen something out of my usual. I might have chosen a romance because I kind of have a lot of dark reads on my list right now. And I kind of wanted something a little bit lighter. At least the cover of the book looks lighter. It's called Lessons in Chemistry. So here's what that looks like. And of course the book is probably going to be down at the bottom. Now, one of the other cool things, you guys, is they always donate to usually an education-minded organization. So 5% of your membership will be donated to the Adopt a Classroom Foundation, supporting children's education and their educators, which it has been for probably the last year, I would say. She hasn't switched that up. Now inside, it's really easy to see. So it is color coded. So these purple items are the ones that are going to be in everyone's box, right? In the mini box, the full and the premium. Then the blue items are the ones where if you upgraded and you went ahead and did the full experience, you get those 2 extra items. And then finally, if you did the premium experiences, which is what I have to share with you today for this book, then you get 2 more items on top of that. So everyone always gets the book, a beautiful bookmark that goes along with it with a quote from the book. Then you also get a playlist, which I just think is so cool that she does that. And then everything is inspired by the senses. So in the mini box, you get a touch item. So usually it's a self-care item of some sort. And you also get a smell item. So everyone always gets an Authentic Books candle. They make them in-house, which is awesome. The next level up with the full box, then you get a taste item, and you get to choose between a premium tea or a cocktail mixer. Your girl always chooses the cocktail mixer. And then you also get a second touch item. So again, often a self-care item like a bath and body product. And then finally in the premium boxes, you get all of that stuff. Plus you get a third touch item as well as a second taste item, which is usually chocolate of some sort. So of course, if you can upgrade all the way to the premium box, that is what I highly recommend so that you don't feel the FOMO. So here is our bookmark this time around. I kind of love the pop art design. It says, chemistry is change. Design your own future. When you go home today, ask yourself what will change and then get started. So again, that's what that looks like. Ooh, I got my tassel swinging. It's just a nice bright yellow on the other side, but it just looks cheery, doesn't it? I feel like it looks cheery. So then we just have our tissue paper. It says packed with love. These boxes, you guys, are always pretty hefty. I love even the interior of it. My boxes always come a little bit bent up because I don't know what it is, but with every kind of carrier, my boxes come a little beat up unless they come like an outer mailer. So usually we have our candle kind of peeking out because it comes in its own little box. You can kind of see that up in the corner there. And I will go ahead and start with that since, again, that is something that everybody gets in their box no matter what tier you do. So this is what it looks like. And then my favorite part is it says it's about to get literary, which is super duper cute. Sometimes there's matches. I don't know if they're doing the matches anymore. Again, so much attention to detail, so many little extras that I'm sure that sometimes that gets a little overwhelming. So let me go ahead and pull this out. So you guys, let me know if you were a chemistry buff in high school. Chemistry was not one of my favorite sciences. I liked biology. Chemistry and physics were tough for me. So this is, it's called Sharp and Clean. So it's C6H8O7. I don't know what that's supposed to be, you guys. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, I don't know. But it does say that it is clean, sharp and clean. So let's see. It does have some lemons there. So I'm thinking there's going to be a citrusy vibe. Looks like we almost, I'm not sure if that's lavender. It doesn't quite look like lavender, but there is some sort of like purple floral. Ooh, that smells good. Wow, that's surprising. So it's it has notes of lemongrass and light musk. So it's a very light musk. It's not too smoky. It's not too fall-ish. Lemongrass, though, it smells like lemon pound cake to me, honestly. Not too sugary, but it kind of has, that's the scent to me. It says our candles are always hand stirred and hand poured in the Authentic Books studio using non-toxic ingredients. I love these candles, you guys. This is one of the items that never makes it to me, actually, like sitting down with my book and lighting the candle to create the ambiance. Like I'm lucky if I don't misplace the Spotify playlist, in all honesty. I usually just tuck the little booklet right into the book, though, of course, for me to use a little bit later on. So, ooh, we have the Spotify playlist is in the booklet now. That's awesome. She does like a little feature of one of the makers. And then, of course, there is our editor's note from Natisha. It says our team closed the month of April with our first in-person event. Ooh, that would be so cool. I think she's located in Florida, though. It says, we look forward to getting more face-to-face time with you all as we slowly phase into offering candle making workshops. Summer is almost here, so look out for more hand-picked products geared towards reading on the beach, poolside, or simply enjoying alone time in your bed. When she does limited edition boxes, you guys, you got to jump on those. They sell out really early, but they're so fun. Now, there is always a book cocktail that usually goes with that cocktail ingredient. Of course, you can make the cocktail even if you don't have that ingredient, but usually if it's like a special syrup, it's a lot easier if you get the cocktail ingredient. That's one of the things, though, if you really want the tea, you can add on the cocktail ingredient in the checkout process. So the book cocktail this time is a strawberry lemon lime syrup. That sounds really good. Let's see, they're suggesting to use gin. I will probably substitute that with vodka because I am not a gin girl. And our story eats is homemade brownies. Last month we got a brownie mix as our chocolate treat, and that was awesome. So love that. All right, going back to all the stuff, you guys. So I'm gonna save a couple of items because they're the items that are only in the premium box, and see if I can find some of the items that are in the mini and full boxes. So that is probably our cocktail mixer there. There we go. So this is the touch item. Oop. There's a little seal that's on all of the books, and it was sticking to something else. So here is our touch item that is in all of the boxes. This is the Master Lab Sheet mask that totally goes with the theme, right, of this like chemistry book. So it says, our Master Lab sheet mask collection features an ultra thin hydrating sheet mask made of natural cellulose for even and consistent absorption of active ingredients. So mini boxes, you get your playlist, you get your story eats, your cocktail recipe, your book, this sheet mask, and the candle. Pretty awesome, right? Then if you go and you level up to the full experience, you're going to get that cocktail mixer from Portland Syrups, or you're going to get a good and proper loose leaf tea. So let me see my Portland Syrups. I have quite the syrup collection now. Usually when you open up the syrups though, you do have to kind of use them in a pretty quick fashion, which if it's a good cocktail recipe, then that's not a problem. And I think I have once upon a time gone onto their website and actually found some other recipes as well. It says, we're bringing you back to the summers of your youth. All the hot pink strawberry lemonade flavor, but with 40% less of the sugar. Ooh, strawberry lemon lime. And doesn't it look cool? It's like got that like, super retro like vibe to it with their labeling. This syrup mixes well with vodka to give your lemonade a real kick. So yes, I love a good vodka lemonade, and it is the season, so this is going down very soon. Again, possibly before I get to the book. But I thought if I chose a little bit of a lighter book, this might skip to the top of the pile just because it feels so unseasonal to be like reading a deep dark thriller sometimes when it's bright and sunny or I'm sitting there at the beach. Now the other item that we got in it was touch number 2 for the full and premium boxes is a shower steamer, and you guys know I love a shower steamer. So the one they're showing here says good vibes and it's a smiley face. Mine says flower power, and it's got this great big sunflower as the shower steamer. This is from Feeling Smitten. It says empower your daily self-care routine with a naturally derived dose of peace and love using this invigorating shower steamer from Feeling Smitten. Shea butter base infused with positive inspired scents. Made vegan and cruelty free with no sulfates, parabens, or phthalates. Love to hear all of that. Cute packaging. Super awesome. All right, you guys, now if you did the premium box, you also get this pencil pack. Now honestly, you guys, I don't use a lot of pencils, but I love how cheery and bright these are. It says number 2 hex pencils, gold foil imprint. Each pack contains 6 pencils. Pencils in the Girls in STEM pack are sorted colors and read do math like a girl. It's as easy as pi, haha, STEMinist, and engineer like a girl. Science and I have chemistry, and Earth's rotation makes my day. So those are pretty cute. I'm not like a huge fan of like the like a girl sort of like suffix, or you know, like saying like a boss or girl boss. Just to me it feels like it's almost like separating the two genders even more, when we just can say, you know, you don't have to be a boss babe, you're just a super strong and smart individual, whether or not that has anything to do with like being somehow special because you're a girl or a woman. So I get the intention because it is a Girls in STEM pencil pack and inspired by them. Not my like usual kind of thing that I put on stuff that I write with or wear, but I do like the pretty colors though. So STEMinist is pretty funny, and it's as easy as pie also makes me laugh. So Earth's rotation makes my day. That's cute. See, that's clever. I like that. So that's what you got as your third touch item. Now for the good part, you guys, the chocolate, and we are back to good old Compartes chocolate with their gorgeous packaging. So salted pistachio dark chocolate bar. I think I've gotten this flavor before in this box, and it is real good, and I'm going to hide it from my husband because he has been going through my chocolate like crazy. Compartes' new salted pistachio dark chocolate bar, maybe I haven't had it before, blends roasted jumbo pistachios into our signature dark chocolate and is finished with a sprinkling of sea salt. Inspired by Compartes' popular salted pistachio truffles, wrapped in an eye-catching designer package featuring a graphic pattern in shades of green, right? Green like pistachio, which I love. I love pistachio green, honestly. I love pistachios and chocolate. So those were good items. I don't know what to do. Like, what are other things you can do with cute pencils, you guys? Because I don't use pencils that often. Wow. Okay. So I was all thinking that I was going to definitely read more of this book or get to this book sooner, but it is a hefty book. It's very hefty, I will say. I'm going to kind of brush it off. Now, one of the other cool things is we often get these signed book plates so that you can have that to make your book feel a little bit more special. And we get an author's note, which I will try to read to you if we have a moment. But let me just dust off Lessons in Chemistry. Again, it's by Bonnie Garmus, and my little Authentic Books like seal kind of popped off, but I'm going to stick it back on there. But you guys, look how hefty this book is. This is like textbook. No wonder it was so heavy. Pretty like normal size font, nothing too crazy, but I don't know. Sometimes when it's a book this big, I don't like to take it to the beach. I usually like to take my paperbacks to the beach and like keep these nice and lined up on my bookshelf and make sure they don't like get like sunscreen on them, you know. But I guess that's what a dust jacket is for, so that you still have the nice hardcover. So what color is it? Ooh, it does look like a textbook when you take that cover off. So it says, "Children, set the table. Your mother needs a moment to herself." Says chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Zott would be the first to point out that there is no such thing as an average woman. But it's the early 1960s, and her all-male team at Hastings Research Institute takes a very unscientific view of equality. Except for one, Calvin Evans, the lonely, brilliant, Nobel Prize-nominated grudge holder who falls in love with, of all things, her mind. True chemistry results. Like science, though, life is unpredictable, which is why a few years later, Elizabeth Zott finds herself not only a single mother, but also the reluctant star of America's most beloved cooking show, Supper at 6. So I do love cooking shows. This is probably why I chose this book, because I was thinking, why would I choose this? I don't usually choose like romances, and I definitely am not good at chemistry, but this is probably why. It says, Elizabeth's unusual approach to cooking, combine 1 tablespoon acetic acid with a pinch of sodium chloride, so it's like the Alton Brown female version, says, proves revolutionary. But as her following grows, not everyone is happy, because as it turns out, Elizabeth Zott isn't just teaching women to cook. She's daring them to change the status quo. Laugh out loud funny, shrewdly observant, and studded with a dazzling cast of supporting characters, Lessons in Chemistry is as original and vibrant as its protagonist. So kind of like a, you know, it's a little bit of a throwback vibe, right? Because it's in the 1960s, so there's probably some things that we can like roll our eyes at, but that we can also now make fun of, which sounds good. I think it sounds good. I'm still surprised that I chose this. I feel like I want to look back at the other selections for this month, but again, it was a couple of months ago, because I did just make my selection for May, and I also chose a romance. What is happening to me? Let's go ahead and read our author's note, though. Super cute with the pencil. Says, dear reader, thanks for choosing Lessons in Chemistry for your book club. Lessons in Chemistry tells the story of Elizabeth Zott, a chemist in the late 1950s, early 1960s, who's fired from her research job for the horrific crime of being unwed and pregnant. To make ends meet, she reluctantly accepts a job as a TV cooking show host, but what she doesn't accept are the brainless cue cards she's asked to read, nor the tight dresses she's told to wear. Instead, Elizabeth decides to teach her mostly female viewers chemistry, because cooking is chemistry, and along the way, she empowers them to say no to society's limitations, to stand up and be who they really are. While reviewers have generously called Lessons in Chemistry funny, delightful, witty, and wise, it's my hope you'll also find Elizabeth's rational approach to life a serious inspiration for our times. Happy reading, Bonnie. So it's not like the most personal author's note in the world. It definitely sounds like, I feel like an agent wrote it, like when you're actually quoting reviewers and what they said about your book. So I usually like them when they seem like they tell us a little bit more about the writing process or what inspired it, or, you know, I don't know. Not like my favorite author's note, but I'm sure that the book is going to be delightful and humorous, and that's kind of what I was looking for, I think, if I did in fact choose this book. But, you know, sometimes it's a good thing to try something sort of out of your comfort zone or out of what you've been doing, your pattern. My pattern has been a lot of thrillers lately, you guys, so I'm happy to have something that's neon coral here, and maybe gonna give me a different attitude towards reading. Hopefully get me into it a little bit more. I'm loving the shower steamer for sure. The candle smells amazing. I'm really excited to make myself a vodka lemonade and dive into this book. So let me know if you've read this book without the spoilers, what you thought about it. Let's definitely have a secret password for today. It's just going to be chemistry, of course. That makes so much sense. Let me know again, like I said, if you're good at chemistry. Once we got like into actual like equations and stuff and putting things together, it was too much for me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.